guys, like, comment, subscribe below, and I'm back with another video, and this video is on denying access and protecting your energy. I wanted to talk about this topic because it's so important to your mental and emotional health, and even sometimes your physical health if you're in that type of situation. If you guys hear noise in the background, it's because I'm at my favorite place. I'm at my happy place. I'm at Lifetime Gym, and I just wanted to do a video really quickly before I start my workout. So there will probably be a little noise in the background. I apologize, guys. So, denying access and protecting your peace. We hear a lot of people say that all the time. That type of stuff is all over Instagram, but it's very important that you stand firm in your boundaries. It's very important that you don't double back. It's very important that you value yourself. So right there, that's my top 3 right there. Boundaries, going backwards, and valuing yourself. Now, this is not easy. When I was younger, I would let anybody around me, anybody in my house, I was just so full of love and so genuine, and I was raised on love, and I was very innocent and very naive. And being that way, being so open and being so curious and just kind and nice to everyone, and allowing people in my home, allowing people in my car, allowing people around people that I know, bringing them into spaces, going into their spaces. You think you're just socializing, you think you're just, being a regular teenager or a young adult looking for friends or whatever the case may be, but sometimes you're opening yourself up into the wrong things. Sometimes you're going into the wrong environments, but sometimes you're bringing the wrong people into your environments and into your world. So being that naive and innocent and not as streetwise, I got hurt a lot, like a lot. And I have yet to tell you guys some of my horror stories, but I have suffered a lot of things that I just didn't deserve. So it taught me valuable lessons. It taught me to put boundaries there. A lot of times you're getting hurt or you're getting disappointed because you don't have boundaries. You're letting people come in and you're letting them literally do anything. So I would say for anyone watching this video, first and foremost, start to form a list of what are your boundaries. What are the things that you feel comfortable with people knowing about you? How close do you want to be with people? Are you looking for friendship? Are you looking for love? Or are you just looking for a fun time? Are you looking for surface level relationships? What do you what do you want out of things? And what makes you feel safe and what makes you feel unsafe? So just knowing those things and being able to start to form your boundaries, that is super important. And then secondly, just protecting your peace, protecting yourself from situations that can be hectic, situations that could be drama filled, situations that could potentially get you hurt. Like being a teenager, I used to get myself into things that we could get arrested, we could go to jail, we could end up with some type of charges, or worse than anything, we could end up hurt. Not doubling back, number 2, you know what I mean? When you set boundaries, then you are protecting your peace. But once you've done that, you can't go back to the things that may have made you feel bad or may have hurt you, whether that is a relationship, whether that is a friendship, or whether that is a place, maybe your hometown, maybe somewhere you used to live, somewhere you used to be. You don't want to go back to the things that hurt you. And that's also hard. So let me tell y'all, the end of 2023, I don't know what was in the air, but anybody I ever dated, anybody who has ever experienced my energy that I've been around, who I let take me on a date, every last one of them, every last one, no exceptions, came back the end of 2023. I'm like, what is this? When I was younger, not as experienced as I am now, I probably would have been open to rekindling these situationships, relationships, families with people, but no. listen, guys, ladies and fellas, you know, it doesn't matter gender, it doesn't matter what, you know, who you date or whatever. If a person hurts you the first time and they come back, 9 times out of 10 they're gonna hurt you again. So like I said, all my exes came back the end of 2023. I'm like, what is this? Like, am I doing something different? But I think that, like, it's just not a lot out there when it comes to relationship or friendship or quality. And like, a person deals with you and they don't understand what they have until it's really gone. Like, honestly, truly, like, they don't understand what they have until it's gone. They don't understand how much of an asset or how much value or how amazing your love was until they experience you not being in their life in any capacity. And I feel like that's just what it is. And listen, don't double back to me when you feel like it's nothing out there, or I'm not an option, I am the one, I am goated. I don't play like that about my self-esteem, my self-worth, you know, my body, my image, my anything that I would share with the person who I'm with. You know what I mean? I don't play like that. I'm one of one. Like, you can't double back to me. Like, if you experience this, you better know what it is. And honestly, it's sad. Like, that, I will honestly say, for all my viewers, like, that part of it is probably the saddest part. Like, just not being able to go back. Like, I'm at the point in my life in 2024 where I can't go back to a job, a relationship, a friendship, a nail tech. No one. If I left for a reason, and I can't double back, yo. Because I'm telling you, I don't know what year this was. This might have been like 2018, or it might have been like 2016. I'm terrible with timelines, guys. I would have to literally go figure it out. But a few years back, it was definitely before 2019, I doubled back. I was still like young, and I was still like going through the motions of like my self-love journey, my healing journey. I wasn't even yet on my healing journey or my self-love journey. I was very young. I was like coming out of my 20s. I might have been like 27, 28. And I double backed on a friendship, and I double backed on a man. And whoo, don't do it. Yo, I doubled back, y'all. I doubled back on a friendship that was trash. Like, a trashy friendship. This friendship, the girl, she's a terrible person, terrible mother, terrible everything. Just nasty soul, nasty person, always jealous, always mean-spirited. But you know, like, sometimes people are mean and y'all grow up together and you just cool with them and whatever the case. I double back on that. That shit was terrible. I ended up having to like come to my senses and be like, this person is unequally yoked with you. And I'm going to do a video on being unequally yoked with people and how to choose better people. But like, that was terrible. I doubled back on a man trying to make a family work. That shit damn near took me out. That was terrible. You can't be in one-sided relationships, whether it is a relationship or a friendship. And the reason I talk so much about self-love and like a healing journey and things like that is because I have the experience and the psychology degree and the credentials to speak on this type of stuff. Like, guys, I beg you, going backwards is the worst thing you can do, yo. It's the worst. And if you do, you can keep it cordial. Like, there is, out of all my exes that came back in the end of 2023, there is one who, like, he won't leave me alone. But I keep it cordial with him. I know my limits. I know that I can't, like, do certain things. Just keep it high and by type thing. So, like, protecting yourself, bro. Like, boundaries, no doubling back. And lastly, knowing your value. Now, this is probably like the hardest one. If you didn't grow up, you know, super confident, with your parents putting like great self-esteem into you and like just knowing your worth, even if then, like, life has a way of just like beating you down sometimes. Like, sometimes you just get down on yourself. What I would say for like valuing yourself is just taking time for yourself. You guys are gonna hear me say this a million times about like a self-love journey, about like staying to yourself for a while, about spirituality. Just like, I don't know what you guys believe in. This could be for anybody. This is not just for Christians, even though I am a Christian. Like, whatever you believe in, just taking the time to like figure out who you are, love yourself, flaws and all, flaws and all. And we all have flaws. None of us are perfect. It's not easy always loving yourself. It's not easy seeing your light and dark side, because we have good things about ourselves and we have negative things about ourselves that we have to work on. But either way, no person walking this earth is perfect. And just like having the courage to like love yourself, not care about, you know, people's projections, people's criticism and opinions that they never use themselves. Like, that's why I like literally like people's opinions and stuff be null and void, honey, because they'll give you the most best advice in the world that they never actually take themselves. So it's like just like judging yourself and letting God judge you, and not letting people judge you. Because if you leave it to people to determine how much you love yourself or build yourself up, or like, it's never gonna get there. You're never gonna be happy. It's never gonna work. If you depend on people's praises to sustain your self-esteem and sustain your self-love, the same people you let build you up are the same people who have the power to tear you down. So for me, all right, this is how I'm gonna say it. I take a win and a loss the same way. I take a compliment and a judge of criticism the same way. I remain humble. Like, that's real humility. Like, I remain humble. Like, if somebody tells me I look nice, thank you very much. If somebody said, oh, I think she's ugly, I think she looks terrible, okay. Both I handle the same way. It doesn't matter, because God tells me who I am. I tell me who I am. Nobody has to be with me but me. That's the thing, guys. Nobody has to be with you but you. So once you get comfortable with yourself, like, I'm so super comfortable in my skin. I'm so super comfortable with being by myself. I'm happy alone. I've found joy and peace alone. I love myself. I take so good care of myself. And I feel fulfilled in that. And I feel fulfilled in, like, even if people don't know, like, my heart, like, God knows my heart. So I know that my points are with God. Like, my points are not with people. Even though it's nice. I mean, like, it's super nice when people, like, big you up and stuff. But I don't depend on it. And that's the thing. Like, for any of my viewers, like, especially young girls, like, don't depend on what a guy says about you. Don't depend on, like, what your friends say about you, because I've had so many fake ass friends, yo. When they're with me, oh, you so pretty, you so this, you so that. Soon as the friendship is over, oh, she's ugly, she's fake, she's this, she's that. People are really just fickle with their emotions. 1 minute it's this, the next minute it's that. So in all those insults, really, you're the fake one. I let that sink in. So really, you know, those people who 1 minute they love you, the next minute they hate you, those are the fake people. So you just have to be very secure in yourself. GG gang, remember that. Remember to set your boundaries. Remember not to double back, okay? Don't double back. It's so hard. Like, and if you do double back, don't beat yourself up about it if it doesn't work out, okay? It's just life, you know? Sometimes we gotta learn the hard way. And value yourself. Just work on that. It's not an overnight thing, guys. So don't think it's an overnight thing. It's a day-to-day of work. It's day-to-day work. So that's all, GG gang. We are not doubling back. We are not letting anyone interrupt our peace. And we are just loving ourselves. That's it. I hope this helped somebody. Write in the comments and subscribe, guys. Later, GG gang.